Y'all ready?
Yep. Coach,
Yep.
opening statement?
Yeah, just extremely proud of our team. Look, opening weekend can go a lot of ways, a lot of dynamics involved, anxiety. Um, guys are amped up. Sometimes you don't play your best. And, I think the most impressive thing to me is we had so many different games. We had two run rule games that we played extremely well, and then we had two gut check games last night that could have went either way, and we were able to pull those out as well. And I just, where do you start today? You start with Brooks Robertson on the mound. I mean, as good as he's looked in a long time, and that's why he was Freshman of the Year last year in the league. And he had a little back issue in the fall, and we took it easy on him. He battled through that, and he hadn't been that electric in quite some time. And I just thought he was in total command from the get-go, man. He's very, very competitive. He can be a kid that can get a little too amped up sometimes, so you got to keep him calm. And I thought Matt Houston did a good job keeping him calm. Matty always catches Brooks well, and then to get Jones to get his one inning in, another freshman from Benton, him and Thomas Allen representing their alma mater tremendously to get the run rule. It was, I guess Matt Houston needs to be talked about a little bit. He makes me look real smart, not playing him the last 2 days, but one thing about Matt Houston, he's probably the best teammate on the team. He's one of those guys everybody loves, and whether he's playing or not, he's always cheering for his teammates. He's doing whatever he can to make them better. And, I think the game gives back what you give to it, just like life. And, I couldn't be more proud of Matty. The 2 home runs, I think he was 4 for 4, and makes an unbelievable play on a swinging bunt. Every coach in the dugout, including myself, was yelling, let it go, and he just picks it up and throws the guy out. And, obviously Colton walked it off, and just extremely proud of our offense. We talked about it Friday night. We want an offense that can travel, whether it's, it's not hitting weather or it's a big ballpark. And we're athletic enough. We can run, we can bunt, we can hit and run, and we didn't really have to do that a lot this weekend or didn't have those opportunities. And, Friday night, today, the ball's jumping. And last night we had to get some big critical hits, and I thought we defended really good all weekend as well. Got 2 really good starts, 2 mediocre starts, but had some bullpen hiccups, but also had some guys show out in the bullpen. And, the main thing with me, and I know it's a long statement, but I told the team, and you got to stay hungry, you got to stay humble, but I thought we looked like a legitimate, really good team this weekend. I just thought we clicked together, and that's what we expected. Houston Christian is a proud program, went to a regional last year, and it's not like they're not a good ball club, and they'll rebound and have a good year. And, yeah, we just got to continue pushing forward, and very, very, very proud of our guys, the way they played this weekend.
As a coach, I'm curious, how much stock do you guys take in opening weekend? Obviously, a lot of baseball left. Is it kind of a situation where, you're super encouraged by a lot that you saw, but, there's still a lot more left to kind of need to improve?
Yeah, that's a good point, Matty. A little bit of both. Very encouraged with our offense. I thought, you give a guy like Nate Houston an opportunity last night. He got a couple hits on bunt hit and another big hit. Wesley Scott has the flu. He was a starter for us. He calls this morning, and he's got 100-plus temperature, and that stuff happens, man. It's like guys are going to get sick. They're going to get hurt, so that gives Gustafson a chance to play left field. Libby got to play yesterday, and those are guys we're very high on. We have depth, and, we can handle a guy maybe getting hurt or getting sick. And, you don't put too much stock in it because it's opening weekend, but obviously when you come out of a 4-game weekend 4-0, you got to feel good about it. And, again, I thought our guys handled everything in a very mature way, very professional way. And, a couple of guys are on some heaters, Lunsford, Patterson, Coates. Obviously, our catchers all did a great job. Some guys are scuffling. Zeb didn't, he's scuffling a little bit, and he'll get it going. But you feel like with the length of our lineup, I've been here 10 years, and I probably only had 2 lineups that have been this long that have the ability to 1 through 9 can drive in runs. And I thought you saw that on display this weekend.
10 years here, I've never seen someone hit the third deck of the
Well, I'll give you a little secret. I've only seen that once, and it was in an inter-squad game. But I've been having some neck issues, as you guys know, and I couldn't look up, so I didn't even see where the ball hit. But they all told me it was a bomb. But that just so proud of Matty, and I thought Colton's was a bomb as well. And yeah, I've only seen maybe one or two go that far. That's a poke now. It's hard to get it out there. And again, it couldn't have happened to a better teammate and a better human than Matt Houston.
I was looking. This is the first time since 2018 you guys have had an opening weekend like series where you've had 3 starters go
Yeah.
5 innings. Like you guys talk about the importance of obviously you're high on your bullpen depth.
Yeah.
The ability of your starters to just stay locked in.
Huge, huge. I think Luke Cooley, if he was sitting here with me, he'll tell you that he was disappointed in his start, but the rest of them, I thought Rowan was good once he settled in. He's got to get better with his breaking stuff, but I thought his fastball played up and played really well. Brooks was outstanding today, and Declan was in command on Friday night. So, yeah, I thought with the exception of Luke, and, I'm not bagging on him. He knows that. Well, we've talked about it, and he'll be back out there next weekend, and he'll be better. But I thought our starters were really good and in command, and that's a good feeling as a coach, a comforting feeling when they can go 5 or 6. I felt like Brooks could have went 7 or 8. Honestly, his pitch count wasn't that high, but man, it was just a good. They're absolutely attacking the strike zone with multiple pitches, and that's a credit to their work ethic and Coach Fouts and Coach Miller. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Look, he, of course, he was in 8-hole, hit 2 grand slams. We put Houston 8-hole, and he hits 2 homers. So I think it was more of a situation where we need to get him in a run production part of the lineup. With Wesley Scott being out, it was a left-handed hitter out of the lineup, and we want, Gus in there. I think Cade's earned that. I don't get so caught up in where guys are hitting so much in lineup. Lineup construction, you kind of look at it of, matchups and where a guy's going to be on to get on base and things like that, and who's in front of who can run, who can't. But he earned that right to get moved up, and who knows, it could be different next game. And the good thing is I feel like we can put any of those pieces in any spot of the lineup and they can produce. All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Good weekend.
Obviously 4 for 4 today, 455-foot bomb. I guess just like first, maybe just walk me through just kind of your ability to just stay locked in. Obviously, didn't see a whole lot of games last year. This is your first game this season. I guess just walk me through just your approach at the plate, being able to stay that close.
Well, I mean, a lot of it's I give credit to Coach Wells. Obviously, he does a great job with us, helping us figure out an approach for the guy. Obviously, the rest of our offensive staff helps us with, kind of the tendencies and stuff that pitchers like to go to, and obviously that helps. But, I mean, a lot of it for me was just trying to be aggressive, try to put the best swing I can out there, and play today.
You probably heard him say he feels like this lineup is just so deep. Like, how much pressure does that just take off you as far as, like, knowing there's a guy in front of you, behind you that's kind of
it's awesome. I mean, if you like you said, if you look at our lineup, I mean, you've got guys that hit in the 4 or 5 hole for us last year, in the 6-7, and so I mean, just the depth of our lineup takes all that pressure off. I mean, you can just go up there, put your swing, and see what you can do with it. So.
Brooks, obviously the velocity was there today. I felt like you were able to get them to roll over quite a bit. Just talk me through, I guess, just the comfortability of getting back on the mound in year 2.
Well, it's really comforting having a defense like we do this year. You know that you don't have to be too fine in the strike zone. Let balls, get put in play. You know your defense is going to make that play.
Where did you want to maybe improve your game the most coming off last
Well, me and Fouts sat down and talked about how we got to improve the fastball command, which is something I've worked on since last season. I've added a new pitch this year, and Coop and Maddie and Harlan have all helped me, develop that pitch, and I think it's been a weapon for me.
You mentioned the defense, obviously, Colton makes that dive and play
Yeah.
there, and then obviously Casey, and then obviously Colby and Trey. Like, just talk about the infield, I guess, specifically that you guys have put together.
Yeah, I mean, those guys are great. They've been working their tails off all fall, all spring, and you have a lot of confidence on the mound when you know those guys are behind you.
I mentioned to Coach, like, you have 3 starters go at least 5 innings this weekend. I guess just maybe walk me through just the depth that rotation has for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, not only starters, but in our bullpen, I think we have a whole lot of good arms that if one guy can't get it done, the next guy can come in and do it.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.